We're talking about Deebo's gratitude post for Jimmy's statements yesterday. Jimmy put out the, you have to appreciate a guy like that, a teammate willing to put it all on the line for you. However this thing works out for him, he deserves his money. He's going to get it one way or another. Deebo takes that quote, throws it onto a frickin' image, and responds to it at Jimmy Polo 10. Solid, bro. I mean,
do you see why people love Jimmy Garoppolo?
Right?
He's the only leader on this team. You know, you got Parag with his own agenda, Lynch with his own agenda, Kyle with his own agenda. No player knows who to talk to or who's powerful. And Jimmy comes up and says, you know what? I'm taking charge. Deebo's a good player. Deebo deserves his money. And he does it, of course, to just screw over the Niners. It's like, oh, you wanted to get him for a discount? Boom. I love that from Jimmy. And that's why all these players freaking love him. It's like, I'm sure a lot of them are looking at this organization a little cross-eyed, like, yo, why are you screwing over Jimmy like this? If you would screw over Jimmy and his $27 million a year, I'm not safe. No one in this locker room is safe. And I love the way Jimmy handles it. He's like, screw them. I'm going to be professional in spite of them. I'm going to lead this team in spite of them. I mean, that's a leader you can get behind, no matter how trash. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. But no, I'm saying, like,
couldn't resist.
It's great leadership, right? This is legit what he's doing.
It is. He's my teammate. Yeah. He earned every penny of it. He's a phenomenal guy. I'm willing to have his back, and he's getting his money no matter how it plays out. Like, this is the type of message that within the locker room, this goes over real well.
Yep. I mean, it's a powerful player supporting another player. I mean, it's the kind of thing Tom Brady would do. Yeah. Tom Brady did this with Antonio Brown when everyone was saying Antonio Brown's crazy. He's like,
at his back.
I have his back. Come work with me. I mean, you got to give Jimmy credit. I get it. I mean, there's a reason why every person is like, no, this dude's the truth. This guy, I love him. I mean, Richard Sherman, Manuel Sanders, there's a reason, right? There's a reason.
And you have to acknowledge it's a very happy marriage of talents in between Jimmy Garoppolo and Deebo. Deebo's best catching the ball in space with room to run. Jimmy's best skill is the quick release over the middle into those tight windows. Pretty ideal pairing, pretty good matchup of skill sets. And to me, again, makes it an intriguing team to watch with regard to the Patriots because of that overlap with Mac Jones. But in answer to this question of, do I think Deebo would be happy to play with Jimmy again? I think on some level, he'd be okay with it. Most 49er fans would probably have said the opposite. But when I look at some of these dark horse teams like Carolina that could trade for both, I have to leave it open as a distinct possibility and one that Deebo might actually look favorably upon.
Yeah. To me, if you put Jimmy in the trade with Deebo, you lower Deebo's value.
That, I think, is true.
You know what I mean? Like, if the Jets were like, hey, we'll offer you 10 for Deebo, which they won't. But if they said that, the Niners are like, great, how about Deebo and Jimmy? They'd be like, okay, we'll offer you a third. No. But what could happen is the Niners end up having to cut Jimmy, and then Jimmy signs wherever Deebo goes. Like, would the Jets sign him? No, probably not, but maybe they should.
I like the idea that the 49ers would be like, hey, we're throwing in Jimmy as a deal sweetener. And the team is like, whoa, you just hurt your trade value there.
Do not put that on this plate, okay? Sorry, you're going to ruin. Can you put the dressing on the side? Thank you. Leave it over there.
Dressing on the side.
Dressing on the side. It would be cool if they reunited. It seems like, but more importantly, what Jimmy did, speaking up like that, was a big F you to the Niners. I love it. And it was like, see you guys. I wish I could still be your leader, but look what they're doing to me. I mean, it just makes him even cooler, right? It makes him even more like the legend of Jimmy grows. Wow. I respect it. I've never seen a guy get this far on straight up intangibles ever. But
it is wild.
It's wild.
It is wild.
Yeah, but you have to be authentic with it, and you see it.
You do.
He's not trash. I say he's trash. He's not trash. He's super serviceable. He's super mid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the point. I mean, he is one of the 32 best athletes in the world at the quarterback position. Like, I don't think that anyone can truly make a cogent argument against that fact. And I would place him somewhere in that 15 to 20 range. You might place him a little bit lower than that. But certainly, if you're in that range as an NFL quarterback, you're not trash. You know, that's a little hyperbole to throw that out there. But as 49er faithful, we have to have a little fun with it because we have lost a few games as a result.
And it's just like, I think we have Jimmy fatigue.
Yes.
It's like, enough. He plays the same game every week. And like, sure, they win most of them, but it's like, I can't. I don't want to watch. I just want to watch something new at this point.
I could have never imagined that we would get to a point of Deebo fatigue, but it seems like we're close to that point, that there are a lot of fans out there that are like, he doesn't want to be here. Forget him.
Forget him. That's how fans are a lot of the time. You don't want to have a jersey of a player who doesn't want to be on the team, right?
Right.
Big Tim 3 says, Deebo a real one, Grant. He sees the organization for what it is right now. He wants to go play for a real coach that demands respect. Wow. Well, you said something earlier. You said the NFL is becoming a little bit like the NBA. Well,
yes.
I mean, once wide receivers start getting paid NBA money, I mean, all bets are off because everyone knows wide receivers are the divas in the locker room, right? They're the ones that are the most out for themselves. It's just the stereotype. It's just how it is. Every position has their own personality.
Right.
They are definitely the rock stars of the group. They are the NBA stars of the group. Once you start paying them like it, man, you better start treating them like it. You better start treating them like it. You better come correct. You remember how the Niners treated Kevin Durant? It's such a blessing to have this man. It is such a blessing. This guy is so great. That's how you have to talk about Deebo Samuel from now on. It's a blessing. He's so phenomenal. Anything he gives us, we're just. Oh, I'm serious. David says, happy. Get 10 from the Jets in a future first next year. Yeah, get that.
That would be a win.
For sure. Get that. Can Niners put Ayuk and Deebo spot at wide back? No. You don't need to put a wide receiver at running back.
No, get a running back.
Mostert, you'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy and Deebo is what happens when the front office thinks they're smarter than the players. Question the front office, what have you done? I'm in the front office, though, because I'm quality control, so I feel you on that one. I'm sorry.
You're taking a little bit of this heat, Grant?
I should have done better. How did I let this happen?
Damn it, Grant.
Ken Martin says on video with AJ, Deebo said he hasn't gotten an offer. AJ said because you're not accepting an offer there, been no negotiation because Deebo's waiting. I'm sure they talk terms, though. Someone was said at that dinner in Miami. Maybe Costas, you know what? I don't like Lil Baby. I'm not feeling Lil Baby. And Deebo was like, what? That's my best friend. I was like, I don't know. He just like the auto-tune, like it's been kind of played out. And maybe that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like some relationships don't survive a difference in music opinions sometimes.
It's true. That's a very emotional type of a topic that sometimes you just can't get past.
Like I could say something right now that really piss you off.
I bet.
And I don't know what your music taste is, but I could say something like, I hate Bruce Springsteen.
How dare you, Grant?
See what I'm saying? You say that to someone, be like, why are you saying that to me? Why do we even have to go? I don't even feel like, but I'm just saying, like, hey, maybe that's what happened. Maybe they were talking about Bruce Springsteen.
I'm not a huge Boss fan, admittedly, but never let the truth get in the way of a good joke, Grant.
Sorry. Nathan says, speaking of Jimmy, Brady just restructured his contract again. Meanwhile, Jimmy is still here. Fail. He's still here? You're telling me Jimmy the 49ers?
Dude, Grant, I got a lot of heat on Twitter. I threw out there that it was a colossal failure from the 49ers to still have Jimmy Garoppolo on the roster. I got a lot of heat from 49er fans about that. Like, it's not a failure. You got to wait until this thing plays out. No, I do not need to wait for this thing to play out. It is where it is right now, and it is a failure to this point.
But isn't that the nature of Twitter? Like,
yes.
That's like you can't really criticize the local team on Twitter. It's not allowed. And if you do it, you kind of have to be funny about it and make fun of yourself at the same time. Otherwise, you're just going to get flamed. I don't know. You can do it on YouTube, though. People will allow you to talk on Twitter. It's like you get 2 cents and everyone's like, shut up!
The number of assumptions they make about your 2 sentences is remarkable. And they come back with you guys to lump you in with like 10 other people that they're frustrated with at this point.
Philip Hammer says, trade Deebo if a good enough offer comes. Last year's Deebo is gone and never coming back. Agree. The Niners messed up in handling him, but we're here now. Tuesday's gone with the wind. That's true. And also Deebo Samuel from 2021, also gone with the wind. I'm with you, Philip. Philip, what happened? You changed, man. Philip. That's my favorite part in Beverly Hills Cop, where he disarms the guy in the strip club. Philip, come here, man.
You changed, man.
You changed, man. I love that part.
That's a good scene.
Hold on. Trade Deebo if good enough offer comes. Yeah, there's one more and then we're done. Jerome says, as things progress, the more I'm convinced that Jimmy Garoppolo's surgery derailed everything. Niners wanted to trade him early and then extend Deebo right away. Now the Niners have to wait till Jimmy Garoppolo healthy to either trade or cut to or extend. Yeah, that makes sense. It's possible. If the Niners feel like they need to give Deebo a big signing bonus and that factors in, and yep, I can see it. What do you think?
I mean, it comes from, again, when I go back to criticizing the organization, clearly they did not have an open channel of communication with Jimmy Garoppolo. If they were caught off guard by the surgery, on some level, yeah, you can blame Jimmy Garoppolo. On some level, you have to blame the 49ers for not having a good enough relationship with their ex-starting quarterback to have that information on hand.
Yeah, well, that's the end of the show today. Thank you, everyone, for donating. I want everyone to remember that the 49ers are simultaneously saying that Deebo Samuel won't have longevity, hasn't proven it, more of a running back than a wide receiver, and is worth 2 first-round picks. Just as Jimmy Garoppolo can't win the Super Bowl with him, he's topped out, no upside, can't stay healthy, doesn't read the field, not a lot of football IQ, won't throw the ball down the field, worth 2 second-round picks. I love that. I love the 49ers, man. They're like, they're the best. They're so great. It's like, because houses out here go for whatever you want. You can just trade players for whatever you want. No, it doesn't work that way. I don't know what world they're living in. Giovanni doesn't either.